Okay, here we are again.
Boy.
How's everyone's 2 weeks been?
It was great. I forgot we had to deal with this.
Yeah, I just forgot that we were in the middle of like threatening somebody. So
yeah.
Yep. We'll try to remember where we all were and try to recap as best we can. It's been a while.
All I remember is
this fat fuck.
Yep.
Yeah. I was trying not to say that in particular, but
there are a few other ways to describe him. Man, I probably didn't give you guys experience last time. We ended.
Nope.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Oh,
Slacking.
Geez. Take your 2 points.
cool.
Does that give you another boost? Age.
So that's 8. Yeah, that's 2 plus 2 occupational skills.
Okay. I think really, for the most part, for the the first chunk, the hero level, every session will be jumping a level.
Yeah.
That's
That's
just like,
pretty
it's
much
like 2
what it
points,
is.
2 points, 3 points.
Yeah, and then once it gets to veteran, it starts. Well, from the 45, the next is 50. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the way it's set up, in the handbook is to you always get 2 points of experience. Sometimes you get 1 or 2 extra, so keep playing it that way.
I'm all fine with that. Yeah, because as soon as it hits veteran, everything's just 5 XP.
So what are you now, guys? At 8 total?
Yes.
8 total XP.
I'm gonna see what I want a +2 in.
Or you can also have the option of doing 2 by 1. Or
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or adding a skill.
Were we just doing interrogation as like the persuasion?
What do you mean?
Like as our persuasion roll, since there's no like persuasion roll.
Is that what we decided, or was it negotiation?
It's like, yeah, negotiation.
I think we were using negotiation.
I just wanted to double check and make sure.
Yeah, negotiation
so
seemed the most
negotiation then.
You turn yourself into a smooth talker.
We seem to be trying to persuade people a lot, so I want to at least have a small bonus for that. And then, all right.
I just said fuck it. I'm not even bother.
He'll let his blades and guns do the talking.
I'll just beat the crap out of anybody who doesn't agree with me.
You mean just punch someone until they die?
Yep. Until they submit.
Submit? No. You punch the one dude you punched him once and he just goes limp. Are we getting feat points back since this is like a new session or?
Yeah, we get them back at the start of every session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not dependent on resting and stuff, because the resting mechanic's different too. Which we really haven't tackled yet, I don't think, in terms of trying to heal and cover from things.
Well, I mean, technically I did.
You did, but like there was like a week between those sessions, so we just kind of you were gonna be okay in that time.
Because I was dead. Like, there's no other way to put it. I was dead.
Yeah, just not a great.
It was not a great time.
God damn it, Mike.
What?
It's coming from you.
I was wondering where that was coming from. I thought that was me, so I'm like moving stuff around. Like, what is going on?
It's just like me and my mech. Is it me? No.
It was coming from me.
Oh my god!
He's like a robot car.
What's
Is my sound messed up?
Oh my god! Yeah, it's really messed up.
Is it better now?
There you go.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what to fix. You guys were just laughing. You weren't giving me any actionable information.
All I could hear was.
I was typing, so I thought you were like complaining about the keyboard sounds.
No, it sounded like there was like an engine running, like the slow, like putter of like somebody's engine going through the.
Like for me, if my phone is close to this piece, that's what I hear constantly. So I thought it was me.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
didn't know you guys could hear it. So, oh man, I did get a new phone though. That S7's wonderful.
If you say so.
Oh my, what do you mean if I say so? That thing's amazing.
All right. Do we all level up?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Where did we start last time? Were we still in Aurelius? Is that where we started?
No, I remember
We
exactly where we
were-
left off. We were talking to his son, apparently, the alchemy guy.
Well, that's where
and
we
I
left off.
remember
I'm trying to
said,
go back to
"That
the
fat
beginning.
ass." And he's like, "Don't talk about my father like that."
Well, I think the beginning of the session we were still at Aurelius.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? And we kind of had awkward conversations back and forth. We did some battle because you guys were attacked. She was attacked. Place, her mansion was under assault. A little unorthodox combat, but you guys made do. Didn't have weapons. I think Alistair snuck around the back way and
He just punched them into oblivion.
snuck in the bookcase and punched people, and it all ended pretty well.
Yeah.
She said,
I'm
I think,
so happy I didn't get hit.
yeah, I think Aurelia decided that she was gonna, go somewhere else, maybe stay with some other friends to kind of hide, lay low for a while because things were just getting crazy. You guys were gonna go ahead and try to meet up with Gorbin, a name that's come across a couple different times, as because you guys were trying to figure out how this group of people who are kidnapping people are getting in and out of Blind Row. How are they doing it without the Madam and the Mistresses knowing? It's one of those things where it just shouldn't be done. It's that vault that can't be picked. And you guys keep hearing the name Gorbin, that if you need to know information, he probably knows it. That's kind of what he deals in. So you go to the very, very sketchy area of Blind Row, the very run-down, dingy dumps, into a little back alley bar, and you find a hidden trap in the back. It leads down to like a basement area where you met very rotund, husky Gorbin the Gobber.
What we met was Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, you met essentially Jabba the Hutt. Apparently business is very good. He just has to sit there and just collect money. He had like a little slave boy there, like massaging his feet, and he had like a broken steam jack next to him, just kind of watching over. He was kind of gruff and short, and pretty much told you that if you wanted information about what's going on with the kidnappings or whatever, he was kind of vague about it. You're not really sure what he might know, but he said whatever information he does have, you're gonna have to do a favor for him to get it, and that is simply to go convince a individual by the name of Horace, who works at an alchemy lab, to return to work for Gorbin. Apparently they were ex-partners, co-workers, something. Had a falling out or what have you, and Gorbin wants him back. So you guys go find Horace, who's set up in a nice little alchemist lab nearby. Nice little place for the the environment. He's another little gobber, kind of an excitable little guy. You guys start talking about Gorbin. He didn't want anything to do with it. Eventually, he lets slip that Gorbin is actually his father. And that's pretty much where we left off. I think Alistair had immediately broached the topic of, well, why don't we double-cross Gorbin kind of thing. That plan kind of seemed to come up right away. Like, how about...
Immediately.
Like, how about we help you get rid of the Gorbin problem, Horace? I still don't know where maybe, the information gathering falls into that, but that's just kind of where it started. So we are in the Alchemist Lab in the dumpy area of Blind Row. Horace has just mentioned just off the cuff that Gorbin's his father. I think you guys insulted him just too many times. And he said something like, hey, that's my father. Kind of like, yeah, he's a jerk and I hate him. I want him dead, but come on. He's still my dad. Let's not talk too much smack here. And then you guys did like the awkward pause where you guys three just kind of like look at each other.
Like we just like, stopped and looked at each other like, what?
That's unfortunate.
So Horace, he's still behind the counter, sitting on a stool, looking at you guys. You guys are kind of stunned into silence for at least a moment or two. And he looks at you guys and, well, what are you guys staring at?
Wasn't expecting that, but makes sense, I guess.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
What, you think all Gobbers are related? There's a Gobber here. You're with a Gobber. I don't know him.
Not that. That's a weird thought. I don't know where you came up with that. Why would you think that? What's wrong with you?
And he kind of scowls at you and he kind of just points a finger. So what are we going to do about this problem? I suppose I'm just going to have to pack up shop and leave again.
No. Because they'll just send more people after you. See, we need to take care of this problem at its source.
But that's great. And granted, I'd love that, but what are you three doing here with Gorbin anyway? How do I know this isn't a trick? You come in here wanting to get me back with Gorbin, then all of a sudden turn the tables? Awful suspicious if you ask me. Are you double agents, triple agents?
A triple cross? That's pretty ingenious. It's too complicated though. I don't think it would work.
He just scowls at you again. And then just crosses his arms. You guys got something to say, say it. Otherwise, I'm going to get packing. But I had about enough of this.
Well, what if we help each other and we send all Daddy Dearest on a vacation forever?
He kind of laughs and says, that man's got near enough money to go on any vacation he ever desires. He never leaves that dungy basement.
Not really getting my point. I'm saying not of his own will. He's going to leave whether he likes it or not. And never come back again.
He eyes you and says, I'm beginning to sense your devious nature. Not a vacation at all.
What? Yeah, not a vacation.
Clever.
It's just like...
So we tell him it's a vacation. He still won't go for it.
We can just, I don't know, put him out of commission, poison him, something.
He gets startled at kind of like waves his hands and yells, "Poison him? Are you crazy? You do not think I've tried that about a dozen different times?" You don't think he has safeguards upon safeguards upon safeguards and backups to protect against that? We're not the only ones who want him dead. A man with that much power, that much money, that much knowledge.
Well, he doesn't need to be dead per se, but he does need to be in a position where he can't do a damn thing about it and just sit and think about what he's done.
All he does is sit. He's still a thorn in my side.
Without all of his cool toys.
I still don't see what you're getting at. And he
Come up with a...
He kind of like looks a little bit over to Mick, and he kind of like gestures like side eye to Alistair. He goes, "Humans, huh?"
Thank you. Yes.
Oh dear, I think we've upset him.
I think we broke him.
I've had too much interactions with gobbers for one day.
Oh, so you're a racist, huh? You got something against gobbers? And he kind of tries to stand up a little bit taller.
Is that bad? Just turn on really loud for you guys?
Yes. Like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, damn it. Okay, never mind.
What is that? Did you just get on a subway?
Fan.
My house doesn't really have, like the heating in my house is controlled by the thermostat upstairs. So the only options I have for heating my house are my fireplace, and it's like a super old-fashioned fireplace that has like a fan connected to it to like blow the hot air around the room. So it's on right now, but it doesn't do anything to keep it warm unless the fan is on.
Who lives upstairs? Tell them to turn the heat up.
Well, no, because it gets super hot upstairs. So what happens is, like, because heat rises, so if they turn up the thermostat high enough that I'm warm, they're, like, melting.
Physics.
I know, right? It's bullshit.
I'm not a racist. All you gobbers are insane.
Insane? I think it's you, sir, who is insane. You're the one who walked into my shop talking about my father, trying to collect me and bring him back to him, and now you want to poison him.
If you say it that way, it does sound kind of convoluted.
I may be crazy, especially working with this one over here.
Frankly, I don't know whose side you're on, but it doesn't seem to be mine.
I'm on my side. But if it happens to work out for you too, then who cares?
Would you like me to explain in detail why we need you?
Yes, please. In simple speech.
All right. We need you to come to him so we can get some information that we require. But we also want you because we don't like him.
Well, you're a discerning group of fellas, I guess, then.
Yes. So, like, because we just need this information so we can finish this whole other thing that we're doing so that we could just be done with here. And it'll probably help his aneurysm.
I said that already.
Or is he kind of like slowly turns his head towards you, Alistair, kind of makes a gesture like, is that so hard? Like,
I said that already. That's what I was getting at.
I love this guy.
I didn't want to come out and say I want to fucking kill him. Not that I want to kill him necessarily. That could be a possibility, but don't jump the guns in this one.
You're an angry little fellow, aren't you?
Whatever. We help us or not?
I'm listening.
Okay, so you've tried to get rid of him yourself.
Numerous times. It's cost me many friends.
All right, what have you done?
I don't want to talk about it. He turns around on a stool, like turns his back to you. He goes, bad memories and all that.
But we need to know what you've already tried.
Well, it didn't work, so why do you need to know?
So we don't do it again.
Well, don't
So
do
we
it
find-
again. I'm telling you it didn't work. he, he spins back around, like reaches under the little counter he's got, and he brings up a cup and he starts like pouring some tea, and he slides it towards you, Alistair, and says, "There, try this. Maybe that'll calm you down. Man, you're nervous."
Mick's just sitting like giggling.
Mick, you talk to him. Because I'm going to strangle him in a minute.
He looks at you and he hops down, slides his stool away from you closer to Mick, and then hops back up on it.
Alright. The reason we need to know why, what you've done is so that we don't do it again, because he's already expecting that. If we do something he's not expecting, that has a higher chance of success.
He casts a little look at Alistair, then looks back. He goes, "Well, your friend had it right away. Poison. I mean," he kind of gestures around the shop like, "I could darn near poison just about anyone, any which way. And don't think I haven't tried it on him a number of times, a number of ways. Food, darts, traps, slaps to the face."
Gas.
He goes, he looks at you and goes, "Well, wait outside then." He plugs his nose.
Have you tried poison gas?
This is a small shop. Oh, poison gas. Now what do you mean? How would I do that?
I just imagine Alistair with Nick's face right now, just super pissed.
He's counting to 10 like numerous times. It's not helping.
Taking deep breaths and everything, trying to gather his chi. Relax.
But then Horace thinks a little bit more and he goes, "Gas? No. I'm not quite sure how you even go about that. But, there are certain teas where they're so deadly, if mixed strong enough, that it's said that even a whiff of the steam could get you. I don't see how we get that. He doesn't drink tea." And then he kind of he nudges the teacup that he put next to you, Alistair, like a little bit closer to you. And he looks around and says, "And if this does work, we figure out some way to kill the fat old, well, But how does it help you? That man tell no tales. Or give precious information."
That's why we need you there, like, after we plan all this, because once you get there, he could possibly, he'll tell us the information that we require, and then right after, we can help you.
Or you take me there, you get your information, and you just leave me.
Leave you with him?
I smell a double cross.
Triple cross.
He scowls at you. That would never work.
I know.
What guarantee do I have that if I go to Gorbin with you three, that you'll hold up your end of the bargain and do whatever it is you do to get rid of him? To help me.
I'm a gobber of my word.
Now, you're one of three, though. Those are poor odds, my friend.
Alistair will do anything for any amount of money.
Well, yeah. Well,
well, yeah.
No. The reason I want him dead, just the first time I looked at him, just all that wealth just sitting there, Not doing anything. Fucking disgusting. Nothing I hate in this world more than a man with no ambition.
Ambition? Gorba's got plenty of ambition. How do you think he got all that money? Sure, he sits around and lets other people do it, but...
And what is he doing with that money? The money's worthless if it's not used.
And you think he would use it better?
Oh, yes.
He gets down off his stool and he moves it further away from you and then hops back on. And he looks at you, Mick, and kind of like nods over to Elsa. That was a little twitchy, ain't he?
Yeah.
I'd sleep with your eyes. I'd sleep with one eye open around him.
I already do.
Then he looks at you, Elsa, and he kind of looks down the tea and he goes, "Go on, drink the tea. It'll make you feel better." Gobber's promise.
You don't have to trust me, but you asked for my word, and I want all of his stuff. That's why I want it dead.
I thought you wanted information.
Yeah, that too. I want everything. Everything he has.
Greedy and twitchy. He looks at you, Mick, and says, "You might want to get out while you still can."
I mean,
He can't. He would be dead without me.
Us Gobbers have taken care of ourselves for far longer than you would even can even imagine. We don't need your help. All your crazy twist up ideas and backwards talking.
This one's particularly helpless.
when did this become about me?
It says
Josephine in this. She's just like chill out.
I was just watching.
I imagine her like
To me.
Yeah, she's constantly like taking like one step back. So you guys are proposing that I go with you three strangers who were coming in here to kidnap me, for lack of a better term, and I'm just supposed to go with you back into the lion's den and trust that once you get what you want, you're just gonna give me what I want. Is that why you brought this Gobber here, you racist? Just to convince me? Think another Gobber in the room is gonna tell me that you're trustworthy? There are certain places in this city you could buy a Gobber. Real cheap.
You can buy him for any amount of money.
No thanks, that's a terrible deal.
Just throw him like the cheapest like coin you have and he's yours. He ain't gonna back out on his word.
I want some kind of assurances.
I don't even have much value.
What kind of assurances?
Ones that make me not so nervous about you.
Then tell us what you want.
I think it should be a surprise. I rather like surprises when they're good ones.
I don't like surprises. How do you know if I even have the thing that you want?
Well, I'll need assurances for that as well.
What?
Just give him something, man.
Like what? Fine, he can have you. I don't care.
He looks at Mickey, kind of like leans over Connor, like looks him up and down. I've seen better.
Probably.
You might clean up okay.
I do clean up okay. I clean up great.
That's the spirit. Don't let anyone get you down.
Well, what's your name again?
Horse.
Jacqueline? Jacqueline, you want to chime in on this, or you just want to stand here?
Fucking call me
Jacqueline!
Yes. He doesn't remember your
Yeah,
name.
we all know Alistair has no idea what your name is.
I don't even think you introduced. I don't know if you did that.
She
think
never
we have been.
introduced herself to you.
Yeah.
No.
I eventually wander over and I say, "Well, I'm the only other person in here, so I can only assume you are attempting to talk to me."
Who else would I be talking to?
Who the fuck's Jacqueline?
Isn't that your name?
I just stare at him, just like.
Horace goes, I had a dog named Jacqueline once.
It's a nice name. I mean, it's not mine, but it's a nice name.
I called her Jacko.
Yeah.
I'm backing up.
And then suddenly he just
whatever.
suddenly Horace just slams his palm on the counter. He goes, I've got it.
Yes.
Devilish and ingenious, and it just might work. For assurance's sake, that is. Not for Gorbin. That's your responsibility. And he hops down and
Fair enough.
he goes, just a moment, and he darts into this back room. You hear him start like talking to himself and throwing stuff around. Eventually he comes back out, a whole armful of stuff, little pouches and boxes. Gets on his stool and dumps them on the counter, starts mixing stuff together. He grabs your teacup away from you that you haven't touched, and he starts adding stuff to it, stirring it up, looks at it, smells it, puts some more stuff in it. After another several minutes, he finishes. He goes, "That's it." And he pushes it towards you, Alistair, and says, "There, you drink this whole cup, and we'll go." Call it a little cup of assurance.
Did you poison it? No, that's not a question. You did. You probably did.
Of course I
What
did.
did you do to it?
It's poison.
Is-
It's not. It's no
Let me
secret.
guess. Let me guess. You do the thing I need to do, and you'll give me the antidote for it.
Well, not with that kind of attitude. That's something you have to work on too. But
I'll drink
yes,
it.
that's the gist of it. No. What if I forget the antidote and you accidentally die? A Gobber can't kill another Gobber. That's shameful.
Okay.
And
Alistair, drink
we
it.
could take the chance. Besides, he's the one I don't trust so much.
That's so unoriginal.
And he leans over to me and goes,
What is
I
effective
think
enough?
he's scared.
He is a little scared.
What's wrong, big bad human? Are you gonna cry?
First, tell me this though. What kind of defenses does Gorbin have?
Defenses? Top of the line.
Yes. Like?
You've seen his basement, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. You have not seen his basement.
Oh.
I like the way you said that. I'm guessing he's got more mix or steam jacks.
There's a fair arsenal below that bar, yes. Vaults and rooms and mechs and guns and bullets and poison and fire and...
Okay, I heard guns and I want in on this.
No, gun... That would hurt. Why would you want... No, you don't want that.
No, I want them for myself. At least one of them. I like guns.
He just kind of shrugs and he crosses his arms and looks at Alistair. Looks down at the cup of tea. Looks up at Alistair. Looks down at the cup of tea. Well,
You have the antidote, don't you?
Of course I have the antidote. He starts patting his vest and finding it. I'll find it, don't worry. It's here somewhere. Looks around his very cluttered shop.
You find it first.
And he frowns at you. And he grabs a tea, goes, I don't want you tampering with this, unpoisoning my poison. Rails, and he gets down off his stool and he heads back to the back room.
It's fucking stupid.
Another couple of minutes pass. He comes back out with the tea and sets it down again. He goes, I've got it. And he pats his vest pocket in his chest.
All right, now drink it. I just want to get this over with now.
All right. Bottoms up.
As you do that, he's just like clapping and like rubbing his fingers together. Wonderful. Well, that's good enough for me. Shall we go?
Yes, let's.
He hops off the stool and he comes around the counter. And he starts walking to the door and he goes, wait! Passes vest in. Where did I put that antidote? Hold on. He runs back around the counter. Starts digging around again. Oh wait, yes, I have it. He comes back around. He looks at you, Alistair. He says, don't worry. I got you covered. You got me covered? I got you covered.
All right, let's go, my new friend.
So you guys are just gonna head back to Gorbin's?
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm
there's
sure Alistair has a plan.
plan.
He's going, nope, I do not have a plan.
The only thing you've actually accomplished is getting Horace to go with you back to Gorbin's.
Don't wait. No, we don't have anything. What the fuck? He was supposed to have something. He was talking about poison. Oh, you just poisoned me instead.
He stopped
He said it's our job to get him.
as he's like, you
Our
guys.
job, we could just do it without him. We could just jump him. We just come back and jump him. What the fuck do we need this guy?
So we can get our information.
So he probably has documents somewhere. You just kill him and search his place.
You thought of this now.
He's having a little
thought of
buyer's
this
remorse
now.
on the tea.
After you got poisoned.
I thought working with him would be a lot easier. Because then it would just be like, oh, we poison him or we do something and he's out of commission now.
As you guys are walking to Gorbin's, Horace looks at you guys and says, wait, so you don't have a plan? Well, that's wonderful. Now Alistair here's going to die for nothing.
Well, let's just get there.
Not if I strangle you and take the antidote.
He reaches in his pocket and he pulls out 2 vials and he goes, but which one is it? And puts them back in. And skips off ahead of you guys whistling.
I like this guy.
I'm gonna look at Alistair and be like, "You're just gonna drink both, aren't you?"
I wouldn't do that.
Some say, no, we shouldn't be doing this either.
And he stops and turns around and says, well, you assured me we should. Look, I was more than happy to just stay in my shop, not have any involvement with Gorbin at all. Really, that was my goal. That has been my goal. And you 3 walk into my shop with all kinds of funny ideas.
No, you were more than happy to run away from this.
And I still am. Shall I run away?
You can't run away from your problems forever.
Oh, no, I've always been pretty quick. I have a tea for that. And turns around, continues on his way.
I'm just follow right behind him.
Okay. I mean, if you guys want to try to discuss a plan, you have time, en route.
I mean,
or you can wing it once you get there.
My plan was just to shoot him in the head.
Okay.
Then Jesus. Whatever.
Okay. So
I'm killing Mick before I die.
And this is where everyone in the session just dies. An unfortunate series of encounters.
And now our cog will be known as Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
After this, I'm never trusting a Gobber. Ever.
See, you are racist. He wasn't wrong.
You have destroyed his trust in any Gobber.
They have their own ways. You just don't understand them. So you guys continue on your way.
They stupid fucking.
I imagine that's how Alistair's going about this walk back to Gore. Like after a while, it stops even being words. It's just kind of like grunts and spits.
Reminds me of what Tannel did when Addie called him dirty.
A similar kind of thing. It's this Tannel 2.0.
Yeah.
So you guys get there. I mean, you guys are still in the same kind of area of the city, so it's not a terrible distance away. It's a 10, 15-minute walk or so, kind of through some alleys, and not really established roads here. It's just kind of shanties and shacks, and some stuff's like half fallen over, and abandoned factories, and you see Horace is slow. He keeps skipping on ahead of you. He's like 10, 20 feet ahead of you guys, just whistling. And then he stops, kind of in between these two kind of dilapidated kind of warehouses. He stops whistling. He turns around and he goes, "Shh! Did you hear that?"
No, all
Stop
I heard
talking.
was your
Did you
stupid
hear
whistling.
That's not whistling. Whistling's like this. It's not what I hear.
You shut up so we can listen.
He stops and you see his big old gobber ears like wiggle.
I'm gonna copy his actions.
Yeah. Make me a perception check. Or a detection roll. The rest of you can too if you would like.
Oh, mine wasn't that good.
He's too mad. Alistair's too mad.
Yeah, I'm too fucking pissed at this. Stupid.
Okay, 11, 13's are both. I mean, 11's, decent. 13's good. Josephine and even maybe Mick, you hear some movement in the building directly to the right of Horace and you guys as well. There's kind of two buildings kind of half fallen down on either side of this alley. It sounds like scrabbling and maybe some like snarling, some kind of like an animal, kind of animalistic type noises.
I'm gonna point that out to Alistair, and we're gonna back up from that building.
Okay, Mick's backing up. What are the rest of you guys doing? Horace just sees Mick backing up, and he kind of just, I think that Gobber has the right of it.
Guess I'll just follow along with them then.
Is it is it in front of the way we were going?
Yes.
Like the way we need to get there?
Yes. I mean, obviously there's more than, multiple routes you could go. It's just, but, this is the way you're going.
All right, we'll go the other way. We don't have time to stop it at this.
Okay. As you guys spin around, and you start going back that way. Also kind of use those same roles. Josephine and Mick, as you guys start heading back the way you came. Horace, he kind of races. He wants to be in the lead again. He wants to get out of there quicker. You both hear and then see a pair of like just giant gnarly rats like crawl out of like the rubble, They're like now in the middle of the alley where you guys were going. They're looking at you with like these just like kind of like, you know, reddish kind of eyes. And just kind of gnashing teeth. Bigger rats than you guys have ever seen.
Probably as big as me.
Oh man. Really?
That's gross.
This place sucks.
Hey, this is my home. You racist
And your home
human.
sucks.
And you're a racist. Wait, Scobbers.
So
Just because we're smarter than you. I didn't
say
make you be
smarter.
born a human. Don't blame me for that. Your diminished intelligence. Now, quick, do you want to get to Gorbins or not?
We're running. I'm a run.
Okay.
Peace. I don't want to deal with these rats.
Both Mick and Horace just Gobber and Gobber start running away. There's some kind of montage music playing in the background. At some point, they kind of brush shoulders and start holding hands. And Alistair's frown just deepens and deepens.
Me and this guy's got a bromance.
Anyway, you guys run. He
Gotta kill him by the end of this.
He
Killing
takes you on,
him.
yeah. Horse takes you on another circuitous route. And he pauses at a couple like intersections, like because he's never been this way. He kind of thinks, I think it's this way. And once or twice he's taken you down a dead end and you've had to backtrack. It's added a lot of time onto your travels. Believe you guys got to initially went to Gorbin's. Was it in the morning?
Yeah, I think you went. Yeah, we went.
It was
like,
kind of
right
first thing.
after breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, we're kind of getting into like the afternoon hours. Eventually, he gets you back to the bar, and he's he kind of once you guys got far enough away from wherever the rat danger was, he kind of began whistling and skipping along again. But that stops when he gets to I think his bar had a name. Gorbin's at, but oh yeah, the Stuck Pig. So once you guys get back to the Stuck Pig, he kind of stops and he's just standing out front of the door, just staring at it, and you can see he's kind of shaking.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "It's okay. You're gonna be fine." Reassure him.
And just kind of nods and goes, I thought this was a good idea at the time, and it did allow me to feed some poison into your friend there, but now I'm not so sure.
Hey, it'll be okay.
You guys do have a plan, right?
Of course.
And he looks at you, Alistair, and he goes, well, for your sake, you better think up one quick.
For my sake, for all our sakes, you're gonna die too.
Now, I die, you die.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I die, you're fucked. You're living there forever.
There are some fates worse than death.
And he kind of looks at you again, and he goes, on second thought, I think I left something. I left the burner back on at the alchemist lab. Be right back.
Oh hell no! Hell no!
He starts booking it.
I grab him.
Okay. I'm gonna make you make a roll for it. He's just a little guy. You like snag
Fuck.
his arm. You want to make a roll for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me.
Wait, are you gonna make a roll? Like, wait, what would you normally have done?
He said
What
he
were you
didn't have
doing?
to roll because he's just a
Oh.
little guy.
All right. No, what? No, he said I had to roll. Whatever. Do what you want.
Roll me a. I would say sleight of hand if this was D&D, but it's not. I thought there was something. Escape artist. Roll me escape artist.
Kiepara?
Even though you're trying to stop and escape, but.
You might want to use one of your feet points.
Did you roll it? And it's not showing up for me. Oh, there it is.
10.
10. Okay, I'm going to have him roll as well to contest it. That's how we'll do it. Okay. You're able to kind of snag his wrist and stop him. Hey, you let go of me! What if
No,
my whole lab burns down? You gonna pay
No,
for it?
I'm just gonna pick him up and put him over my shoulder.
Okay. You pick him up, he starts pounding at you. Unhand me. I can walk you
It's too
now.
late. It's too late to turn back now. You can't chicken out. Into the lion's den.
So he finally just goes limp. He goes ragdoll on you. Makes you really carry him.
Okay, I'm pretty
I
strong.
know. It's not nearly as effective as he thought it was going to be.
If anything, he's gonna be about 70 pounds.
He was like, you know what, fine. I'll just go, go no bones and just goes limp. You shift him a little bit and you're still carrying him fine.
Just makes it easier.
Yeah. So you guys just head back into... Are you just going right back there?
Yep.
Okay. You head back in the bar. Maybe kind of... You don't have to really say anything to the bartender who was kind of acted as that gatekeeper last time. He kind of like looks up at you guys and he kind of stops. Like he was about to say something like stop you guys, but he sees who you have over your shoulder. And he just kind of... Doesn't really have an expression, but just kind of points in the back. Gestures you on. So you guys go back there, pop open the hatch, go down the step ladder stairs thing, and it takes a moment or two for your eyes to adjust, and you're back in that just a hole in the ground. Gorbin's still there, the little slave boy's still there, that broken mech is still there, kind of slowly, awkwardly fanning him. And Gorbin, he just like looks up at you guys and starts laughing. He goes, "You did it! Look at you guys coming back in here. Horace, my boy, good to see you." And Horace just doesn't move, doesn't make a sound. But you hear him like whisper, like rub against you. Like he's just a little bit, so like his lips are like right into like in your ear, Alistair. And he goes, "I have a plan."
You said it that way, and I just imagine his face against his ear.
It's just like in my ear, like.
Yeah, he's slobbering all over you.
Just.
Gorbin just goes,
Is there like
"Come in here, wonderful. We set him down. I'll deal with him later."
Is there like a table?
No.
No, just to plop on the floor.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like junk and trinkets like around him, and he's sitting on. You're not even sure what he's sitting on. A lump of stuff. You gonna set him down?
Yeah, just throw him at his feet.
Okay, you drop him. He hits the ground. He rolls. Kind of leans up a little bit, dusts himself off, and he looks up at his Gorbin and goes, "Oh, hi, father." Gorbin just scowls. He looks up at you guys. He says, "Well, this is magnificent. I really didn't think you guys had it in you. To be honest, it was a little bit of a wild goose chase. No one's brought him back to me before. And such great time. Well, go on. Let's talk business. I am a gobber of my word." and you hear Horace go, "Lawyer." And Gorbin just like shoots him a look, and Horace kind of cowers.
All right, I want to know everything you know about this situation. Everything.
Situation? What situation? There are many
The
situations.
kidnappings.
Oh,
Kidnappings. The people breaking in, taking people. Where are they going? Who are they?
Let me stop you right there. No one breaks into Blind Row. You must know that.
They're let in then.
Perhaps. And he glances at Horace, and he kind of looks at you guys, and he kind of groans. And goes, "Oh, all right. I guess I will keep my word. Yes, let's say there is an organization within Blind Row, separate from the Madams, unknown to them as well, that, well, let's just say their trade is to get things in and out of Blind Row. People, even, perhaps. Items. Sort of an underground system, if you will. Very profitable.
Okay.
And perhaps I know of a certain band of... Well, to be honest, I'm not sure quite where they're from. Or maybe I do, perhaps it just costs more. But your kidnappers have solicited this organization's assistance, their services, and are trafficking people to and fro. They're getting in themselves and getting the people out. Why, I don't know. There's certainly an easier way to make a gold coin in this place. Stealing people one by one.
Is that it?
He looks down at Horace again, looks up at you and goes, "You're a persistent thing, aren't you? I suppose you'd like to know where they're holed up, generally speaking."
Yeah, that would be nice.
I suggest you watch your tone. And Horace goes, "He's a rude one." And he kind of looks down at Horace and goes, "He is my son, yes he is. Perhaps we'll have to keep him around a bit longer to teach him some manners. Anyway, yes, this organization has a center base of operations, I guess. It's located somewhere underneath the rose gardens of Blind Row. It's hooked up to a series of tunnels that go throughout the Blind Row in various places. But their exit really only goes one way, to the north port. It just opens up somewhere near where the river and the sea meet. And that's where they secure boats at night and go about their separate ways. Taking some across the river to the upper district, others to other places in the Empire. It's not often that they're able to secure passage from that entrance and exit to where they want to go. Only about every 2 or 3 weeks are they able to get shipments in and out. It's a slow business sneaking people in and out of the Blind Row, you have to understand. The Madams are somewhat resistant to persuasion of the gold kind. What do you want with them anyway? Are you hoping to save the day? Or you want a little piece of the action? I'm telling you, there can't be much money there. I'm certain I can think of more profitable avenues if you wish a little employment here. You did get my son awful quick.
To be completely honest, it's more of a returning a favor again.
He just kind of
a little bit of extra gold.
He shrugs and goes, "Whatever. I trust our bargain is done. You've brought me what I wanted. I gave you what you desired. I think our contract is done. Finished. Completed."
If that is everything you know, then it is completed.
Wonderful. And not a bad deal on my end. And he looks at Horace, who again like cowers and kind of like shuffles back a little bit.
Oh boy.
Nobody has any ideas?
Like spearheading this, so I'm kind of just.
Why am I the idea guy? Why do you think I would have something that could work?
Because you're the one that's done this kind of shit before.
Done this time.
You see Horace, he kind of like looks. He looks back at you with like these eyes, like, "Come on, guys."
Have those on me. Damn, I wish I had my mage lock pistols on me.
I think you're unarmed still, aren't you? Or did you? Oh, you guys, you picked up some things.
Yeah,
from
no.
Aurelius.
It's not to attack him. It's to try and persuade him with something.
What?
You gonna try to buy his son off?
I don't. No.
What? Oh.
I'm gonna ask him. Are you sure you don't want me to fix that that jack? Because I can make it to where it fans a little better.
He looks at you and he looks up at the jack.
It's just really bugging me how it's.
Make me a negotiation roll.
Negotiation. I'm taking a feat point in this one.
For it.
All right.
He looks at you and he kind of looks up at the steam jack and he goes, "You got a funny thing about steam jacks, don't you, Gobber?"
I do. I like everything mechanical.
Thinks it over and goes, "Yeah, you know, it is hard to find a reputable repair mechanic in this area of town. Lord knows I only met a few, and well, let's just say they ain't repairing so well anymore." Yeah, you think you can do something? Get him to move a little more air? Sure.
All right.
I ain't paying you a darn thing, though.
That's fine.
That's what I thought.
All right. Now, this is me repairing it, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm. That's the laugh that precedes.
There's a couple things I want to do here. Well, yeah.
I was just gonna shoot him in the face.
What I'm gonna do, this is out of character. Now I'm doing this kind of little-ish subtly. But what I'm gonna do, this is out of character because this is pretty much me explaining what I want to do.
Yep.
I want to, tinker with it, make the arm move a lot better, and whatnot. But I'm gonna make the arm straight up smash his skull in.
Okay.
Destroy him, while also simultaneously overloading it to where it just breaks down. So then it's down.
You better roll really good.
Okay.
You better roll. Really good.
I want you to roll me. What is the roll? Like a mechanics? Is it just called mechanic or
mechanical engineering?
Okay. Make me that roll.
Mechanical engineering.
3 times.
Okay. I'm boosting both of 2 out of 3 rolls.
Okay, tell me which ones are boosted. Or actually, it doesn't matter. Just boost 2 of them and roll them.
I was gonna say the first 2 are gonna be rolled.
I don't really need to know if they're boosted or not. I just need to see the numbers.
Boost.
Oh, your rolls are off the charts.
They're pretty good. Pretty good, all of them. All of them pretty good.
Oh, he crit that first one.
There you go.
23, 17, 14. Okay, so Mick starts getting to work. It takes him a little while. He opens up the control panel. He's doing some things. There's some parts and things lying around in his pile of junk. Corbin's kind of side-eyeing you the whole time as you kind of start tinkering away. It's going to take at least a few minutes before he makes any sort of progress. Are you guys just going to stand there awkwardly and wait? Because everyone's just kind of sizing each other up.
Tests to make it. I'm going to pretend to do tests to make its arm move faster. And be like, all right, that's good. All right, that's good. But I'm going to subtly make it go super fast and hard.
Check out this basement that Horace said was supposed to be epic and trap filled. Just look around.
Just start kind of wandering around. Okay.
I'm not really wet around, but whatever.
Just looking. Okay, so you just kind of more look. Yeah, okay. So roll me a perception or investigation if you want to do a little bit more actual moving and examining.
Oh, does it really matter? I suck.
Yeah. The only thing I'll say is, yeah, you don't like see any like extra doors or secret ways or switches or handles or anything. The only thing you really notice is that the room you're in, which is essentially just a hole beneath the bar, is strangely square. You know, and just like straight-sided walls, tight corners. And it just appears to be just dirt. Josephine, are you doing anything in the few minutes as Mick is starting to work on the steam jack?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, probably just like leaning against the wall, like waiting.
You are not helpful. We're gonna die.
And whose fault is that?
I'm gonna die.
Okay. So after a few minutes, Mick, you start doing some tests, and the arm starts moving a little bit different directions, and Gorban, after he sees you've made some progress, he looks at you and goes, well, you actually seem to know what you're doing.
Of course.
How do you feel about perhaps a long-term contract? I got plenty more of these guys someplace else.
That sounds profitable.
Imagine what we could do with a whole fleet of these things. I've been collecting them for years, but they break down and I can't find anyone who wants to repair them. Or can repair them without getting on my nerves.
Seems like a good deal. Still, quote unquote, repairing this.
Yeah.
One.
He just kind of goes, all right, once you face this on, we'll talk some business.
I'm sure he'll get on your nerves eventually.
And he looks at you and says, would you care? After this, I'll take him off your hands for you. Do you a favor. If he gets on my nerves, I'll kill him. Simple as that. Just business, you understand. And this whole time, like, Horace is just like keeps making eyes at you, Alistair, like waiting for you to do something. And you're just kind of
wait.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh no. Oh, I thought. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm good. I thought something bad happened and we like lost connection.
Oh, okay. He's a little freak out there.
Like, oh my god, no.
Yeah, Horace just keeps like glancing at you, Alistair, like waiting for you to do something, and you're just kind of just maybe pacing around like a little bit, looking around, like not doing anything. He's like, come on, human, are you gonna do something magical? Eventually, Mick, you get the arm working, and you've got the pretty well under control. This steam jack, you know, most of them have like that interface, like almost that telepathic kind of interface between their owners. This one doesn't. It's so old and so broken. It pretty much the only thing he pretty much just had it set up so it's just moving his arm as much as he could. So you're able to very easily kind of splice in there, start fixing up the arm, and find a way to kind of control it crudely. You're certainly not going to make this thing move around or do anything great, but you've got the one working arm under control. The rest of the limbs are so destroyed that you don't think you could even repair them, given the time. After a few more minutes, the arm starts moving pretty good, and Garba's like, yeah, that's much better. Like, get a little bit of a breeze there. That's not bad. And then suddenly the arm just goes up and real quick hits him right in the side of the temple. Gorban, this sickening crack. And he goes, and he kind of just like he doesn't like fall or slump over because he's so large. He just kind of his head just kind of like falls to the side. And then like this weird silence just blossoms over like this basement, because there's a slave boy still there. He's been like massaging and trimming the guy's toenails for God knows how long, and he just kind of freezes, and he looks at you, Mick, and he just says, "We're all gonna die. Why'd you do that?" Horace jumps up and he starts doing a jig. He's whistling, he's skipping, he's kicking his feet out. He's doing a little twirl. And he goes, I knew it would be the Gobber who saved me.
Alright, time to hold up your end of the bargain, you little shit.
Celebrate later. Let's get out of here now.
What'd you say? You broke up a little bit.
Celebrate later. Let's get out of here now.
What were you saying?
We should go.
Okay.
Let's do this after we get out of the.
I get the gist of what he's saying. Horace he kind of stops his dance and he looks at Gorb and he goes, "Oh yes, right away."
You hear him.
And he starts dashing towards the stairs to leave.
Oh. Am I good?
Am
I good?
You're breaking up a little bit. I got the gist of what you're saying. You want to get out of there.
Right. Crap. Okay. Yeah.
Well, what's gonna happen then? I'm curious to know now.
I'd rather not know.
And then, like after the mech hits Gorbin, Cora starts skipping, and then Mick just starts yelling, like, "Let's just get out of here. We'll do this later." Josephine kind of agrees. Horace agrees as well. The mech just kind of like freezes, and it starts twitching and sparking. The little slave boy,
What did you do?
he jumps up and he's gone like a rabbit.
Oh!
No!
What would you like to do, Alistair? Everyone else is fleeing.
I'm already up. I'm gone.
What happened to that kid?
He took off like a jackrabbit.
He ran.
Yeah. Well, what he like at first he thought like, "Oh God, we're all gonna die." You hit the boss, but then he didn't.
Like a jackrabbit.
Yeah, Gorbin didn't move, and then yeah, Mick started freaking out about running away, and so he just got up and just ran. He's already up the stairs.
I hate you so much.
Love you too, baby.
The kid's up the ladder. Horace has got to it first. He's up the hatch. He's gone. Mick and Josephine are right behind him. They're just disappearing up the hatch. You're about to be left alone. And you see the steam jacket like pushes again a little bit. You see smoke start coming up from like the backside that Mick had like ripped open. And there's like
it's time to go.
Okay. So you start heading for the hatch. You get halfway up. You guys jump up, slam the hatch down, and then you just hear a little. You hear a little bit of a, like a pop, like not like a boom, just like a pop.
That it?
And that was it.
No, I suggest we get out of here.
Why? All of his stuff is down there.
We can come back later. We just need to get Horace out of here.
Come back. Fuck him. Give me my antidote. And
He needs to keep your deal of the bargain. We need to get out of here.
You do that now. Give it to me now, and you can fucking leave.
Are you gonna try to stop Horace? Because he's gonna try to run away. You guys are in the middle of running away, so I mean, you could, if you want to try to get him to give it to him, you have to physically stop him. He never told you how long you have either.
That's true. Can I catch up to Horace and stop him real quick?
Sure. You run up and you just like try to grab and tell him to stop.
Yeah.
Okay. He gets
hold on a second.
Yeah, he just opened up a back door to the bar and he's just kind of just stepped outside and you kind of grab up to him. And he turns around and says, "Well, what? You said we had to go. I say we get it far away as possible."
You got.
You gave him quite a whack, and that's wonderful.
Antidote. We don't. I know, but we have to get Alistair the antidote. We don't know how long he has, and he wants to stay down there. Just give it to him now. Let him do his thing, and we can go.
He kind of looks back. He steps back inside the bar, and he looks at Alistair and goes, "Well, I don't know. I think he's got a while. He looks pretty good."
Come on, we kept our end. Just give him the end.
He reaches into his vest, and he pulls a little vial out, and he looks at it, and shakes it. Takes his stopper off, smells it, stops it. Nope, that was poison. Puts it in his other pocket, takes out the second vial, does the same thing, smells it, Oh no, that was poison too. Puts it in his pocket. And he goes up to Alistair and goes...
Looks like we have to go back to the alchemist lab.
Then he goes up to Alistair and he kind of pokes... I imagine Alistair's doing exactly what Nick's doing. And Horace reaches up and just gives him a poke in the belly. And he goes, you'll be alright.
Did you poison him?
Why would I poison him? I'm not a monster. And he pulls out the 2 vials and says, These are my assurances. You see, you make him think he's poisoned. And if he doesn't end up as part of the deal and just tries to take the antidote from me, no matter which one he takes, he's gonna get a nasty surprise.
Okay, that was actually kind of smart.
He grins.
I like that idea.
Gives Alistair another poke and says, Gotcha! Then he goes,
probably go before he kills.
Then he kind of waves his hand dismissively. He's but you held up your end of the bargain. You think he's dead? That was quite a whack.
He's probably that was.
I don't know. Gobber's got a thick head.
Get the fuck out of here, Horace. I swear to God, if I see you again, I will kill you.
He kind of stops and he looks up at you, Alistair, and he takes a slow step backward. And he kind of looks and goes, Mick, it's been my honor. Jacqueline, you're pretty nice too. And then he runs out the back door and is gone. You just hear him go, I'm free!
He's gonna die soon. How you holding up, Alistair?
I don't want to talk about it.
Poor Alistair was fake poisoned.
I'm going back down there.
I'm waiting right here.
Okay. Josephine, what do you want to do?
I feel bad for not helping Alistair more earlier. I'll go with him.
Okay. So, Mick, do you want to go grab a drink in the bar?
Oh, no, I'm staying right here in this back room.
Okay. You plop
go
down.
tell the bartender he works for me now.
Okay. So you head down back into you open the hatch. And you maybe, listen and peek in a little bit. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. So you both of you go down into the basement again. All right, Gorbin's still there, his head kind of to the side. You see a little trail of blood coming down from his forehead. The mech is the top half of him is broken off. And it's on the ground. He's steaming a little bit, but he hasn't melted down and blown up.
Just for safety's sake, maybe, I feel like we should gag him and then maybe handcuff him to his chair.
I think we should take his head off.
That works too.
Oh, yeah, that works too.
But what I was thinking is he was talking about Horace had said there was security, but none of it went off. So I'm assuming maybe either we killed him so fast and he didn't get a chance, or it only goes off if somebody else touches him that he's not nobody's you have to be registered with the system to touch him that the kid.
Mm-hmm.
But if
or
it's,
he could even be voice activated. I mean, he didn't have a chance to call for it.
could be, but I'm wondering if we try to touch him now, then is something going to go off?
Can't say.
I mean, we could just leave. We could just
Miniguns
leave
come out of the ceiling.
I was just Max just come out of everywhere.
Yeah.
The walls open up. Like a futuristic,
Yeah.
There's really a volcano underneath the basement. Alright, so what do you guys want?
You guys are making a lot of assumptions here.
Yeah.
Screw it, we're gonna poke him in the face.
Okay.
Poke.
That's how you're gonna do this.
You go up there, you poke him in the face. He feels like a fat gobber. Poke him in the face. He's a little chubby.
You poked him twice.
All right, I'm taking his head off.
Okay, that seems fair.
I'm gonna fucking make a skull in my cereal bowl.
That's not dark at all. Okay.
Okay,
So you,
Alistair is the psychotic one.
okay. I don't think we really need to go into how you do it. You take his head off.
Yeah.
You're not even sure if he was dead to begin with or not, but he most certainly is now.
He's dead now.
After a little bit of time, his head rolls off into his pile of garbage just around him.
Out of character, was he dead from that mech hit?
The world will never know. He's dead now.
I want to know if I did good or if I
You
just
did
knocked
good.
him out.
Okay, so I mean, Gorbin is most assuredly dead at this point.
Okay. Well,
I took him.
there's no time like the present. What is here?
A very perfectly square rectangular room. Headless Gorbin sitting on a pile of trinkets. Most of it looks like junk, old mech parts, some coins, some pottery, some various boxes and stuff. It really just looks like a lot of garbage, to be honest. Then there's the broken mech.
All right. So, anything you might actually be looking for is in that other room.
Probably squirreled away somewhere.
Well, fuck.
Never asked Horace where the basement was.
Well, he's gone now.
There's a sub basement. Damn it! I wish
He's
that
got a
kid stayed
basement in his
behind.
basement. That kid was gone. He must have been
Do we need
terrified.
You don't know what the
detection
kid's been
roll?
through. Yeah, you can make me detection or investigation, whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna make a detection roll, and I will pay a feat point to boost it.
Do so.
Yay!
19. Okay, after a
that's
little
pretty
looking
good.
around, and now that Gorbin said there's no really threat as far as you guys are concerned, so it's a little bit the pressure's down, so you're able to kind of go about the room a little bit more, take some time. Josephine, you realize that, like I said before to Alistair, this room is like perfectly square. Like, the walls are right angles, sharp corners. Like, it's really unnatural. And so you start kind of poking, looking for maybe there's a hidden door, another trap door, something. The first thing you notice is that the dirt on the walls, while it is dirt, has been like glued to the walls. You kind of like dig, and it's like someone, and you dig in a little bit, and you get down to like steel, like a couple inches in.
Okay.
You start digging around a little bit more. You realize that these are just like,
Okay.
you're like, wow, there's an actual metal wall here that someone's like just like covered to make it look like dirt. Directly behind where Gordon was sitting on that wall, you figure that's a logical place to start. You see there's more details in the wall you're starting to uncover. And I'll figure Alistair maybe starts helping out once you alert him that you've found something kind of weird. After a little bit of time, you're able to kind of pull off clumps of dirt. It's not on there real well. Unveiling what essentially looks to be a vault door.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Like floor to ceiling, 5 feet wide vault door. Like out of like a Vegas casino.
Wonderful.
Alistair is about as happy as a kid on Christmas Day.
Watch it be empty.
It's like he's just like, yeah,
Giddy, super giddy.
yeah. He's just like so happy.
You are bipolar, my friend.
He's had an up and down session so far.
Has a very specific set of things that makes him happy.
Yes, he does. Gobbers are not on that list.
Apparently not.
They're too weird for him.
What is the lock mechanism?
But I did good.
You will never know though.
Yeah, you have to spend a little bit more time getting some of the dirt and stuff. You see there's gear and clockwork mechanisms all over this thing, as well as a large, those classic kind of turn wheels, and what look like 3 separate keyholes. Mick, how long are you going to hang upstairs just by yourself? As long as it takes?
A few minutes, then like... I was thinking like a few minutes, and then poke my head down,
Okay.
ask him at like whisper more or less, like, hey, is he really dead?
He does it about the point you guys have kind of uncovered the door and seen those kind of things.
Yes, he's dead. I took his head off.
I have nothing to say about that.
That seems like a strange response.
He didn't like the guy either. Did you find anything cool? Any guns? Mechs?
You'll never know. You're not down here. You're up there.
Okay, I'm guessing that means you want me down.
I don't care what you do.
Alice
You'll be a
was too
chicken
happy.
shit up there. I
I'm
don't
going
care.
down then.
Okay, you go down.
He's too happy.
Yeah, you see that Alistair and Josephine are standing behind the headless corpse of Gorbin. And there's just this steel vault door there. There's kind of a pile of dirt at their feet.
As I walk by Gorbin just... Look at the door. Look at Alice there.
3 keys. Where do you think you hit him?
And say, no one around.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
sure one's on his person, and I mean, there's a lot of junk here. Have you searched his body yet?
no.
You're welcome to try. I ain't touching that.
Okay,
You're touching that.
I'll search him.
Okay. Roll me investigation.
See if I find it. Investigation. I have clicked twice. Did it come up?
Nope. I don't see it.
All right, it just came up.
Okay.
There we go.
8 and 7. Those are both
Yeah,
garbage.
8. Yeah.
You start looking him over. Now he is a little bit bloody. He's very dirty, very filthy, and he smells terrible. So you kind of poke and prod, and you kind of half look in one pocket at his pants, and it's too overpowering how gross he is.
I can't do this. I thought I was gross. Oh my god.
He's like, I'll search it. No.
Oh god, never mind. Let's see.
This is exactly why we need henchmen. We need stooges to do this work for us. While Mick is a good start,
I thought I was the stooge.
He is not very reliable.
No. He's an unreliable stooge.
He does his best.
Excuse me? Am I not the one that took him out?
You will never
Without
know.
him rising suspicions?
You won't know. You ran away.
Well, hell yeah!
And you didn't even want to come check it out. And by the time you got down here, he was headless.
You had a grudge, man.
I did. I want his stuff.
Well,
He's
now
not-
You have,
I've got
as
nothing.
I'm gonna say now you have it. As I reach to my side, grab whatever metal I have, and just shove it in my pocket.
You're picking up like scraps of junk.
I saw that. Fuck.
So you guys wanna
Anyway, let's not search him yet. We have other things to look through. But while we were doing that, we could talk some. Pass the time. It's like a jolly shanty.
Are you okay? Okay, Alistair. I think I like you better when you're angry.
I'm riding a
This is
performance
concerning
high.
me.
I am riding a performance high. I feel really good, and nothing can bring me down now.
Oh my god.
I have beheaded a terrible gobber and found a honey hole.
Well, how do you plan on opening it? You can open it.
Anyway, let's
Do we have to make another bomb?
look for some keys first. But anyway,
Scavenger hunt.
Woo!
3 clues drop down from the ceiling. No, I'm kidding. You're on your own.
there's one last fuck you from the grave.
Do any of is there any symbol on here that would make sense? Like on this vault?
You haven't. No one's really examined the door yet. They've looked at it casually.
Then I'll be the first.
And
to
you go
examine
ahead
it.
and Mick. You can go ahead and roll me a mechanical engineering roll.
Oh wow!
Wow. What
All
happened?
my luck was you killing this guy.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty hard packed with just like dirt and stuff sticking to it. A lot of gears. I mean you really can't tell much more than yes, you definitely need 3 keys. You can kind of follow the mechanism. Those 3 keys are like they're not dummy locks. You actually need to, that's kind of the way to get it open.
All right, no dummy locks. We're good. Let's just look for the keys.
Coolio. Start with this junk that he's sitting on.
Yes. Of course, I'm gonna pocket a few things here and there.
You touch my shit, I'll kill you.
And Alistair's mad again. Okay, whoever wants to start looking through everything other than Gorbin that's in the room, roll me investigation rolls.
14, that's not that bad.
14, pretty good. 12, not bad.
God damn it.
11, okay.
11.
11.
11.
Alright.
This has been a doozy of a session, guys.
Mick, you find a basic iron key almost right away. You basically step over it. It's sitting pretty close to him. He might have dropped it. It's hard to say. It's not on a ring or chain or anything. It's just a plain old key. First glance, it looks like it. The approximate size and shape that you're kind of looking for. Josephine, you find another key buried in the pile of garbage as well. Alistair, you don't turn up anything.
Alistair, where is your support in this?
Well, it doesn't hurt to at least try one of the keys and make sure that it's the right one.
Yeah. Make sure it at least fits the lock.
Alright, so who's trying the key? Who's
I'll
trying
try it.
who's trying which key and which keyhole?
Oh.
Actually, I want to examine the 2 keys. Do they look more or less the same?
Same style, kind of heavy, old school cast iron keys. The teeth are not the same.
Okay. Well, we'll just try one of the keys, maybe in like the leftmost lock.
Whose key?
Mine.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fine, so.
You put the key in it. It fits in. And you turn it. It doesn't turn.
Let's try my key.
Okay. To the leftmost keyhole.
Yes.
Yeah. Josephine takes out hers. You put yours in. It goes in as well. Yours does turn. It turns, and then it clicks, and you see one of the gears up towards the top of the door spin a quarter turn, and then it pops off. It falls off the door.
Okay. I'll try mine in the other 2 ones until I figure out which one it's for.
You're not able to turn it in the center one. It does turn in the rightmost one. You turn it, and you hear another click, and a group of gears up in the top left start turning. They each turn, like a half revolution. Some of them turn a little more. They're different sized. And you hear a little bit of grinding, like a grinding noise, and it stops.
All right.
Alistair, did you find a key yet?
No.
We're making progress over here.
Good for you.
Oh, now
I'll search
he's
the room
mad
again.
Did you say
I'll search the room again. Can I search the room again?
Sure. Make another investigation roll. 13. Okay, you kind of exhaust the pile of junk. You spread it out pretty good. You don't find anything. You find some little boxes and things you gotta look in. Again, you still don't find anything. You do, however, you start kind of expanding your search, kind of spiraling outward. Kind of looking in. There's kind of some loose dirt around. You start pawing through stuff. You paw over in one corner. If you're facing the door, the corner that's on the left, still on that back wall, and you discover some. Again, you start digging around the ground, and you start digging down. You hit metal. It seems there's a metal floor as well.
I'm gonna let everyone know that.
Who the hell built this room?
I'm getting concerned.
I'm gonna go make sure that trap door still opens.
Okay. Josephine, you head over to the stair steps. You go up and you push it open. It doesn't open.
Yeah.
Now, is that trapdoor wood?
It was from the top
I'm
side.
gonna go.
Yeah, it looks wood from the bottom side.
Is there enough junk around so I can make like a makeshift bomb?
Almost certainly not.
Dang.
But roll me a mechanical engineering and an investigation. You going through all the parts and junk that are there, as well as the steam jack. You don't think you could really devise any kind of explosive, really? I mean, you weren't even able to get the mech to blow up like you wanted it to. You could probably produce sparks, maybe an open flame, but not an explosive.
Okay, you know what? I could do that. I'll make a little small makeshift flamethrower type thing. Burn through the
not
wood.
going to be a flamethrower, but yeah, okay, some kind of device that could
Well, yeah.
use some
Catch
of
a
the
flame.
take out, okay. Take out parts
Some,
of
like,
the
oil,
engine
spray
from
with
the
oil
steam
and
jack.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just burn this hatch down.
Do you
Okay.
really think the hatch is actually made of wood?
We'll find out.
No, jeez.
Okay, so that's the plan. Burn the hatch down.
Yep, I'm burning it down.
Okay. You go up there, use your little contraption. It takes a few tries. It kind of just sparks for a while, and then you kind of able to kind of produce a little bit of an open flame, a candle. Really difficult to get the wood to catch, though. It's just like solid hardwood, and you're kind of going at it with like a candle flame, essentially.
Okay, is there like any flammable fluids from the mech?
Flammable fluids, no. There's some coal dust. It's kind of what it was running on.
That's flammable?
Which is flammable, sure. Not explosive.
Okay.
It's not like gasoline, but yeah, it burns.
Well, yeah, no, yeah. Could I like put a light coat on the bottom of it, or on the hatch,
Sure.
if possible?
Yeah, a little coal
Okay.
dust, and maybe you've I don't know, get some kind of fluid, spit in it. I don't know, make a paste and whatever. You kind of smear some coal dust on the bottom of the door. You're able to get it to not so much burn really, but it ignites and kind of starts smoldering, and the whole thing kind of glows red. It seems to be slowly kind of burning away and producing
good
smoke.
That's fine.
Okay.
We're in a room
I'll burn this whole place down.
with us in it.
Yeah,
I will burn us in it.
we're dead.
Game over. Roll credits.
Once I set my mind to something, it shall be done.
You've got your hand caught in the
I'm
cookie
gonna
jar
burn us.
now.
Well, Jacqueline, it was nice knowing you.
Jacqueline, I don't feel like we got to know each other as well as we probably should have.
Probably not.
We just seemed like a swell guy.
Whatever. I'm gonna keep looking for the other key.
Sure.
We-
Roll me
We
another
could have been
investigation,
such good
Josephine.
friends.
Mick,
What if
are
the
you just...
foot massage slave had it?
13.
What I'm going to be doing is burning down this hatch, and if it still doesn't burn after a while, I'm just going to stop.
Okay. So you're just gonna supervise it, see if it's actually destroying the wood and not just kind of
Yeah.
producing smoke and getting gross. Okay. Josephine, are you looking around the room again, just as Mick was?
Well, we didn't actually really search the body very well, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually search the body maybe properly.
Okay. You start
You.
you start searching him properly. He's got a lot of bracelets and jewelry on. He's got some basic pants and a wide belt and a shirt that certainly doesn't fit him quite well enough because he's just too large. Got a lot of pockets. You don't find anything. You find some rings and like little things like in his pockets. Maybe some value, a couple coins, just like string, just like weird kind of stuff, just stuffed in his pockets. But then you're able to kind of
Under his blubber.
long of it is on the small of his back. You're able to kind of push him and roll him over. You see what looks like there's a scar on his lower back, and it's in the shape of a key.
What?
It's in his body. Cut him
This-
open.
Fair.
This sick fuck.
And you look a little,
But
and you,
is this even actually Gorbin? Like, how do we know Gorbin isn't actually some other person and using this poor schmuck as like a patsy, you know, like a decoy? It would explain why we were suddenly locked in this god awful fucking room. I say this while casually pulling out a dagger and just kind of like,
Cutting him open.
yep.
I don't actually really want to die here.
No. Yeah, and you start digging in as you hit metal right away. It's just underneath his skin. It's no different than it's kind of the body art kind of piercing that you could see nowadays. Yeah, you pull out. It's another cast iron key, different tooth pattern on it.
Yep. I'm just gonna go open that vault.
Let's do it.
Mick, the hatch it's slowly kind of smoldering and burning a little bit. You're essentially turning it into charred wood and charcoal in and of itself. You think give it a little bit longer. Yeah, it would probably crumble away. Be brittle and fragile enough that you might be able to break it apart.
All right, I'll wait a few more minutes then.
Yep. And it's still producing a little bit of smoke, but it didn't seem to be anything too crazy. It's kind of just pulling at the ceiling. Josephine, you go over, you throw in that last key, you turn it. You hear another click, all the gears start turning. You start hearing grinding as the kind of like the holes are pulling back in, the pins.
I'm stepping back and away from the door.
Okay. It's gears spin and those kind of things. Contraptions start moving for a few moments, and then it stops. Excuse me.
Does it open or does it just?
Just stops. There's still that.
Put that gear in that fell.
Hmm?
When I used my key, the gear that fell, try to put that back in.
Okay. I will do that.
You pick up the gear that fell off. You kind of put it back on. It's a little pin there. turn the key again in the middle. Again, the gears kind of spin around. That one spins now as well. Again, you hear some stuff moving around. There's kind of a quiet kind of clang. And the door kind of, you can see this unlocked. It kind of settles a little bit. You can see it kind of opens just a little bit. Not enough to even peek in, but enough to let you know it's not latched shut anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, guess I might as well just push the door open then.
Alistair's just standing back, like praying.
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah. You pull it open. It swings inward. You open it up. You unveil a small metal room, like steel size all the way around. No bigger than a phone booth to take a reference out of the 1980s. Inside is one pedestal. On top of the pedestal is one piece of parchment.
I have a big middle finger drawn on it.
It might.
Well, I guess I might as well pick up the parchment and read it.
Okay.
Probably says something to the effect of, ha ha ha, you're going to die here.
You step in, you pick up the piece of parchment, scrawled on in very messy Gobber handwriting, is the following. To you stupid jackoffs who have killed me and broken into my lair. Do you really think that I would have implanted a key that I need to use on a daily basis on my back, you stupid jackoffs? Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Oh. P.S. Give it a little bit and wait for the boom.
Cool. So that wasn't really Corbin then. Awesome. I wonder if it was Horace.
Make me detection rolls. Yeah, detection rolls. All of you. All three. 15. Mick is just alert. He's got those big gobber ears. Josephine too. Okay, Alistair's just fuming, I imagine, at this point. Too mad. I've been had. These gobbers keep tricking me.
All he's hearing is himself just...
Yeah. He got fake poisoned. Found a dummy safe room. Josephine and Mick,
How's
though,
it feel being outsmarted by gobbers?
Yeah, you both hear the sound of gears turning. Just a little bit. You see just a little mechanical sound coming from somewhere, maybe within the wall, somewhere in the room. You can't quite pinpoint it. But then it gets a little bit louder, and it kind of turns into like a whirring sound of gears just flying.
I'm gonna take a moment to like kind of brace myself or like hide behind something a little bit.
Okay. Where would you like to hide? I mean, you could hide in the room you just opened.
No. I'm just gonna sort of wedge myself maybe down under... Fuck it, I'm gonna use the body as kind of a shield. I'm just gonna hide behind that.
Okay. Josephine starts wiggling up against Gorvin's body. What's making Alistair want to do?
Well, have I made any progress with this thing?
Yeah, you go up and it's still kind of, embers are still kind of blowing. You give it a couple pokes. A couple big chunks fall off. And you give it a couple big whacks. And most of the hatch door, crumbles away. I mean, you see the bottom of some piece of furniture.
Alistair, come help me move this.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
We're getting out of here. I don't plan on dying next to this giant of a gobber.
Okay. Alistair, there's enough room, we'll say, for both of you to kind of... Because these aren't... I keep saying stairs, ladder interchangeably because it's kind of somewhere in between.
Yeah.
You're both able to kind of... They're just like really steep stairs. You're able to both kind of get up next to each other.
That's kind of what I've been imagining it as the entire time. Like super steep stairs.
Yeah. Mick, you're small anyway. It looks like some kind of like a chest of drawers, maybe like a dress or something. There's a little bit of light kind of going, you can see. You both get up there, start pushing. I want to do like a strength check. Can we just do unskilled strength? Or
We can.
physique or whatever the
It is physique.
whatever.
Or
it is.
prowess.
There's strength.
There's strength.
Okay, then strength. Yes, give me strength.
Do we want to boost it? No.
Well, I got the best I could get almost.
No, 'cause that's just one. Right.
Yeah.
So the two of you are able to kind of get up there, push it, and you slide this thing, and you hear screech, and it moves a little bit. And you still hear these gears whirring just somewhere. Just spinning
Keep
up.
pushing. Keep pushing. Push harder.
Hey, get over here and help us.
Okay. I run over and help them.
Stop cuddling with a body. You're all three of you.
Necrophiliac.
Yeah, all three of you just wedge yourselves on these tight, narrow stairs and push. Roll me strength checks, all of you.
Someone
One,
needs
one,
to do
2,
a
3. Oh,
Eve.
fuck.
boost.
I can't get a good position. $21.
Oh my god!
That's a crit. That's a 6,
Speaking
6,
of boost.
5. Oh, she boosted. Okay. Either way.
I did boot.
Yeah. Anyway,
You
that's
boosted.
still great. 6s and 5s. Yeah, you both get up there. Like Mick is almost like kind of shoved like out of the way a little bit. Like these stairs aren't big enough. Also, like starts like half falling off the stairs as Josephine kind of just went up between both of you, and she just gets in there, smelling like Gorbin. Gets her hands on the bottom of this dresser thing. Just two hands just shoves and it screeches.
I fall back. I'm like, I can't deal with this.
And tips over, and you hear it crash, and the hatch is open now.
Get out, please.
Get out. Go, go,
I mean,
go,
I
go,
just
go.
move immediately.
Okay, you're both up. 1, 2, 3 up out of the hatch.
Get out of this building.
Okay. There's that. Like I said, there's that back door that's pretty close that Horace ran off through. So you both just run out of the building. Are you guys just gonna keep running and running and running?
Yeah, until I'm at least like a good distance from this entire building.
No, I'm super fucking mad. I'm going back to Horace's alchemist lab.
Okay.
He fucking knew that wasn't Corbin.
Okay. So you both just you're at this point all three of you are running away from the building in general. Josephine,
Yeah.
her head's spinning. She's got some other plans up her sleeve at this point. You get like a city block, away or so, and then you just like the ground just shakes, and almost like not enough to like knock you off your feet or anything, but enough to like, whoa, what? What's going on? Earthquake? What's going on? And then behind you, there's this dull whoomp. And then you, like, turn around, and the ground's still shaking a little bit. And where the bar was, there's a giant hole in the ground. And there's just, like a kind of cloud of dirt dust is kind of slowly rising up. And then everything's still.
We weren't involved in this. We were never here.
We
Agreed.
never talk about this again.
Haven't you two
Talk
said
about
that
what?
before?
No.
What are you talking about?
Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
There's a cop here. We don't admit to nothing.
That's that with Horace.
You just take off for Horace's place.
I mean, that was also a statement made to both of you. Like, I'm gonna fucking, we're gonna... Like, you don't even have to come with me, because I'm just definitely going there, regardless of whether...
I'm coming too.
Okay.
Alistair, I'm sure you want revenge on this little guy.
Yeah, I'm strangling him.
Okay. So the
It's
three
only
of
if you can get... Shall I take off at a run?
Yeah, three of you. Like I imagine that you kind of were like running away. Then you turn around to
It's
see like
it's a race between them two.
yeah, well you see like the building you disappeared. That kind of stops you for a minute. So you watch it kind of crumble. Like wow, that's nuts. Then you all kind of look at each other like Horace, and then you start running. You start running, jogging, sprinting, whatever. It takes again 5-10 minutes. You find your way back there to his little alchemist lab. His front door is shut. The close sign is in the window.
I break the window.
Okay. Break the window. You get into the
She's
shop.
on a mission.
The three of you walk in. The shop's as it was before. It's a little cluttered and cramped. You don't see any sign of Horace.
I want to roll a detection check just to see if... Yeah.
Okay, roll me a detection.
I'm just looking around like, did he even come back?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone here?
First glance, no, you don't see anybody. You don't hear anything as you kind of take a moment to stop once you've busted in. You don't look like anything's changed. It doesn't look like he's cleaned house and vanished, but...
Okay, I'm gonna start searching the shop.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's the kind of shop where does he live above it kind of thing? Like, do I see a set of stairs?
Yes, there's a second floor.
That's where I'm going.
Okay. Josephine starts heading for the stairs. What are you two other guys doing?
I'm heading for the back room.
Okay. You go for the
I'm
back
finding
room.
his coin, where he keeps his money.
Josephine's gonna take his life. Alistair's gonna take his pocketbook.
Yes.
Okay. I'll assume you go like behind the counter looking for like a register or like a lockbox, something. It'd probably be the logical place to look. Okay, so you've all split up. Also, you have the shortest distance to go. Yeah, you find a lockbox back there, like a metal chest that's clearly used to store money or valuables. It is locked. It's got a padlock on it.
Can I just take it?
It's a steel
Or
chest.
Is it a big chest?
He's like,
No, I mean
just
it's not
take
any
the
bigger
box.
than. Let's say it's kind of like a mailbox, but it's pretty heavy. I mean, it's doable. It's a little unwieldy, but you could take it with you.
No, we can try to pick it open.
Okay, so you start working on that. Do you have lockpicks? Is that a skill you have? You have the item. Okay.
Yes.
You can roll that whenever you want. We're gonna skip ahead to Mick. Mick, you darted in the back room.
What the fuck? No. I have been rolling 10s all day.
That's
you have a +7 for that too.
that, my friend, is a 2 and a 1.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
You two
Bullshit.
jacked up. You two jacked up on vengeance.
You can use
Hands are shaking.
beat points to re-roll the failed roll.
Yeah, I can do that actually. What is it? Where is it?
I guess that assumes it's a failed roll.
Yeah, fail.
Which
I'm
only
assuming
has-
this 10 is a failed.
I mean, I can just cut through the chatter and tell you that's a fail.
Is it a fail?
It's a fail.
Then I'll re-roll it. All right, I'll re-roll it then.
Okay. We'll
Is
get
it
to
a
the
10
outcome a little
again?
bit later. Mick, you're in the back room. It's a lot of storage, a lot of crates, just stuff all over the place. He's got like a table. There's beakers and cauldrons and all kinds of brewing accoutrements. There's a back door that leads outside. Do you want to start looking around for anything in particular, or are you just looking for him?
Well, originally I was looking for him, but since he doesn't seem like he's back here,
Yeah, he's not back there.
I'm gonna possibly start looking for anything of interest, like if there's like a recipe for something, like a poison or something.
Okay. Or I'll roll me
I have plans.
investigation. We'll get back to you. Josephine, you go upstairs. At the top of the stairs is a door. Wooden door. Not locked. You open it into what was essentially just like a studio apartment. It's a big open bedroom. There's some dressers, there's a bed, a nice window, set of windows. It's much tidier than the shop is. Like everything's pretty much neat. There's even a set of clothes folded on top of his bureau. The bed's made. And there's another lovely piece of parchment sitting on the nightstand. The rock holding it in place.
Do I get +1 feat points for killing that guy?
Killing what guy?
Sure.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do? Want me to interpret Mix and Alistair's roles first?
Sure.
Okay. Alistair, you tinkered a little bit. You didn't get in the first try. You try at it again. It's a pretty simple lock. A 12, you're good enough to kind of force it open. Pops open. You open up the thing. It's empty. Mick, you start looking around. You find some recipes, or it would look like recipes. You kind of scraps. You don't find like a book or anything. It's just kind of scraps of paper lying around some of the tables, and they look like they have a list of ingredients and stuff on them. Nothing has like a. It doesn't tell you what it is. It's just like a list of stuff, but not like it's not a grocery list. Some of the things you find is clearly you would assume to be a recipe. You know, it's 1 part this, 2 parts this. Simmer for an hour, mixed with that kind of thing. You just don't know what they are.
All right, well, I'm gonna take them all and just shove them in my pocket.
So you found 6 of them.
6.
Okay. Okay. So what do you guys want to do now?
What does the note say?
Oh, okay. Slide the rock off. You pick up the piece of parchment. And it says, to my dearest Mick, Alistair, and Jacqueline. Thank you so much. That was, after all, a very favorable deal. By that, I mean favorable for me. That old fat Whats-It was a thorn in my side and has been for many years. Thank you so much for helping me take care of that little situation. Love, Corbin.
Yeah.
At least he's nice. Played a song like a fiddle, though.
Yep.
You know, I think after all this kidnapping stuff, I think Alistair is going to have just a vendetta. Like
I sense a very long side quest.
No contract. He's just going to hunt this guy down.
We'll call it, the side quest. It'll just be called the quest
Gordon.
for Corbin.
I'm down for that quest.
There is no more talking with people after this. They're going to either get out of my way or they're going to die.
This entire scenario has fully changed Alistair now.
So I'll assume after this, excursion, you kind of meet up and you're kind of saying these kind of things, just grumbling. Kind of like, what do we do now? Josephine, I will assume, unless you tell me otherwise, you kind of show the note or tell him what it said.
Yeah.
Alistair's holding up the empty lockbox. Mick's like, I got some recipes. I think.
Well,
why do I feel that we were just utterly defeated?
I'm going to kill you.
I mean,
we have our information.
We got the information we needed, but I don't feel like we won.
You guys, you came for information, you got information, and you just feel terrible about it.
Is the information even good though? Like,
who knows?
That's also, I guess, that's also something.
Was our job to find out who was doing it and stop them, or just find out who was doing it?
I want to stop them.
I don't care.
He's lost all will.
I don't know that any of you really had a formal job. I mean, Alistair, you and Mick kind of came at Aurelia's, request. Josephine, you did meet with the Madame, and she kind of, informally kind of gave you, permission to, investigate and figure out. So you don't really have specific duties per se. I mean, Josephine, the Madame's gonna want to know whatever. Clearly wants this. You want this to be able to stop. Whether you want to go after try to save the people who are already gone or not, I guess it's kind of up to you.
Wait, do we ever learn that Josephine and the kidnapped victims are Wraithman?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, me and Alistair, we're here to help his sister, so all we have to do is find out who's doing it, tell them Adam and the mistresses, and we're done.
Well, at least let's go check out the Rose Garden and see if this information is legit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Josephine?
Sorry, we're talking about what we want to do next, right?
Yeah.
She forgot what her name was.
Sorry, no, I was just like thinking about something.
She's got news to Jacqueline.
Yeah. Thomas Jacqueline. Yep.
She's just quietly plotting Corbin's demise.
Well, yeah. What time of the day is it at this point?
We're definitely into kind of evening, getting close to dark kind of time now.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going back to Aurelia's if we can, or wherever we're planning on staying tonight, or if we're going to meet somewhere tomorrow, and I want to go track down that lead ASAP.
Okay. The lead to the Rose Garden lead. Or, okay. So you guys are on the same page. You're like, well, Gorbin or whoever these Gobbers were, they really just ran us through, but we have some information, so, and that was the primary quest. Even though for a while there you were pursuing a secondary quest of riches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're kind of like, well, you know, the day's kind of winding down. You guys got your butts kicked. Not so much physically in a fight this time. But Alistair's
Little
certainly
pride, my Gobber heart.
racist now. So you're like, okay,
Never working with Gobbers again.
Yep, and you're fully free to go back to Aurelius and use it as kind of your base of operations, you know, in the Blind Realm. Obviously, Alistair being, you know, her sister and everything, her brother. She didn't.
Her sister.
Yeah, she didn't tell you where. You know, Aurelia's probably not going to be there. You're not really sure where she went or how long she's been gone. You really didn't kind of get into those details, but you know, you have access to her place.
She's off on another one of her vacations again.
Yeah, that's kind of what she kind of said. Like, maybe this is a good time to just get out of Dodge for a while. You're not sure where, you don't have any idea, but hopefully she's someplace safer. Okay, so the three...
Maybe she'll bring back a souvenir.
Okay, so you guys head back. Heads hung low. You trudge back to Aurelius to kind of lick your wounds, your metaphorical wounds. Well, that's a good place as any to wrap up the session for this week.
It was a fun doozy.
You can have your experience point plus an extra for enduring the torment that are the Gobbers.
Right, 11.
Because those two were a nightmare. Let's be honest.
Oh man.
And because that gets you up to another, like, actual plateau. Are any of the, you know, advancements anything big?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, at one point you take another archetype ability, and those are really good.
Because, you know, like in D&D, like, you get those
here.
stages where you get, like, extra stat bonuses, like, they're kind of better than other levels. Okay,
Yeah, so, like, when we
archetype
get to experience
benefit.
level 12,
Okay.
we get another archetype benefit, which is really good.
Yeah, so you guys were at 8, now you're at 11. So, you're at the 10 spot.
Yeah. Excellent.
So that's something. You've endured 2 hours of torture, but you got 3 experience points out of it.
Yeah.
That was enjoyable. I think that maybe perhaps this Gorbin,
That was really good.
this Gorbin, he could make a bigger presence in the campaign maybe going forward.
He's dying the next time I see him.
Yeah.
Not even get a word out. Just like shot in the face.
Oh my god, if he does.
Just done.
This would be like,
We're all focused on if he ever appears. Yeah. Mike, if he ever appears, like, hey, it's Gorman. He's done. He's done.
you're gonna be like on a C street going about something else like sessions later, and like Gorman pops out. Alistair's just gonna calmly pull out his pistol, shoot, put it back in, continue on his business. Like done. All right, let's keep going.
All right, I feel better now.